A look at McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the Baylor Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
McLean Stadium is one of the most unique in all of college football. You can literally sailgate, drive your boat right to the stadium. This is a beautiful stadium, smaller capacity, but these fans make it special. From the run-on of all the students to start the game, they are loud and passionate every time the football is kicked off in Texas. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Kick off first, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Tight end now in motion. The run inside. It's Young. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and this crowd giving this defense some juice.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Caught by Williams on the right. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. And the Buffaloes in the hurry up. On the gun on third down, Lewis. The throw. Makes the grab. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And how about that third down? They go 5 wide. They'd spread the defense out. And at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw. You're picking up the first to keep the drive going.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Lewis to throw. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Lewis wants to pass. Pressure coming. And they got it.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Now they'll try the right side. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Flagway wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Morris. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. The offense changing the play. Here's Lagway to pass. Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Brown. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And, man, you see it so many times, man. These crossing routes, like, it doesn't matter if it's zone or if it's man. Like, zone, you find the hole. Man, you run away from guys. And if you put the ball on the money, just like the QB did right there, that's what happens. The yards after the catch, man. You can keep going. Guys are so spread out, and you can make big plays on this offense.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The run to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Touchdown, Baylor! Gets it into the end zone.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games, with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Makes the grab in their space. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
To the ground. He's got it again. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Throwing. Lewis fires to the wideout. Got his man.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Wide receiver comes in motion. Lewis. Pocket breaking down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
That ball hit him right in a bad spot, right in the hands. Really unfortunate he didn't come down now.
It'll be 3rd and long. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Got his man downfield. There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Buffs!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Making side adjustments here. Flag wave. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Working the middle, it's complete. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
So they're not comfortable with their field goal kicker from here, so the offense will go for it on 4th down. 4th down, Lagway finds the tight end. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
QB draw. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. On the ground, it's Morris. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the 1st down.
And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. Throwing, Lagway. The short hands, it's Miller. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Lagway from the gun on 3rd down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. The give. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Lagway wants to throw. Lets it fly. It's incomplete, almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
3rd down from the gun, DJ Lagway. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their 1st. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Here's Lewis to throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. Goes high to pull it in. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
That's caught. It's Moore. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Buffaloes moving quickly to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Lewis to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Quick step and go. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Colorado will go ahead and use its second timeout here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Throwing, Lewis. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Guided out of bounds at the 32 after a good return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's Lagway to pass. Bring in the heat. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half, because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The official says no good. After the miss, the lead is still 4. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with the Ohio Bobcats taking on the number 6 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's Ohio in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Let's now take a look at top 25 action.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Flagway. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's a picture-perfect start for this defense. To start the second half now, your team's got the lead. You get to stop right away, get the ball right back to your offense to try to expand this lead. Nice start to the second half.
And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. Running inside, it's Young. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Play fake, Lewis throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Lewis. Bears the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Here's the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Lewis to throw for it on 4th. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a grab past the marker. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Buffaloes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Fighting off the defender. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Lewis on the play action. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Got enough space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening. He went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now. Throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
And the Buffaloes headed quickly to the line. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes third and goal. Fakes to grab. Touchdown, Colorado! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get to the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Throwing, Lagway. Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And this offense has really struggled. And the only play they've made is to him out wide. So I understand why they're going back to him. But they've got to find something to get kick-started, to get moving, to get grooving. They've really, really struggled outside of the one play to that receiver out wide.
You got to give the defense credit here because they came out here in the second half with the goal of putting the clamps on this passing attack, and they have not allowed a completion yet in the third quarter. This offense has thrown it time and time again. Nothing there.
Lagway will try to get it from the gun on third down. This time it's complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Lagway wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Miller. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Makes the catch. It's Turner. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
And that is incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback making checks. Here's Lagway to pass. This time it's complete. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Right on target this time. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Wants to throw it again. Got his man on the right. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Lagway. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Oh, they're after him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Here's Lewis to throw. Quarterback moving. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bucks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throwing, Lagway. At the 35, he's got room. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and don't give up big plays.
Lagway from the gun on third down. Fires to the middle. He's got him wide open. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And that's a really good job by this offense. I like it, man. Go 5 wide. You can tell right away you got a running back out wide. The corner stays out there so you know it's zone coverage. He sits down like a wide receiver. Really nice job working the outside part of the field. Quarterback, running back on the same page for the nice completion.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
DJ Lagway to throw again. He slings it deep to the left. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Running through contact. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's another mistake for this young man. It's one thing to have 1 or 2 and miss a throw here or there, but he continues to put the ball in harm's way, continues to give it to the other team, and set his defense up in a bad position. That's 6 picks in 2 games.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Remember, this is a true freshman quarterback getting his first start, and the guys are so excited about how he's performing. People keep coming over, slapping him on the helmet, letting him know he's doing a great job. As he leads his team back out onto the field, he is showing calm and composure in this big moment in his career. Back to you.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Throwing, Lewis. Williams open on the right side. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
The Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. There's a little room there. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Lewis wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And the route is on.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Lagway wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Catch in the middle, it's Freeman. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Touchdown, Bears! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll start this drive going to the air. Trying to escape and get it. It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And I tell you what, man, the defense really needed a play. They had to have something go right. Down by 2 possessions, they do what they haven't done in this football game. They forced the turnover. Now set their offense up to hopefully get right back in this football game.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down. But
snags it, and he's open. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And the Bears are in the hurry-up. Throwing again, here's DJ Lagway. Trying to find the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Baylor!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Here's Lagway to pass. On the move, past the line. He goes in for the 2, and we have a 10-point game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Williams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Lewis to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Back open in the middle. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. To the air again, Lewis. He's not afraid to go deep. Finds a spot in the middle. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory.